Hi guys, so I really hoped that this update or my latest update was going to be me introducing my new baby, but unfortunately nature had other ideas it seems, because I'm now 10 days overdue, and I am in fact filming this sort of in the evening of like the 10th day overdue, so most likely will be at least 11 days overdue. And I must say the last 10 days have been a bit up and down and very frustrating. Anyone who's overdue out there, or if you've been overdue yourself, you'll know that it's just like, even though a due date is only a date and it's a rough guide and only like 4% of people actually go into labour on that day, you kind of have this date in your mind, and when it goes you just feel a bit, oh, okay, the date's gone and I still have no baby. And then each day afterwards you're just like, right, I'm all prepared now, I'm ready now. And even though if you watch my hospital bag vlog, you'll know that I was a bit unprepared, but once I got all that packed, I was like, right, I'm now ready, got everything sorted, got the Moses basket, the car seat, all of that. I'm ready for the baby now. And then it kind of doesn't go to plan and every day you wake up thinking, is today the day? Is it going to happen? Is she going to come? And you're sort of having to repack your hospital bag with your dressing gown and slippers and things. And yeah, so it has been really frustrating, and I have had days where actually I felt really down as well, because of just, I don't know, I kind of feel a little bit like, why is my body not doing what it's meant to do? You know, why is it not going into labour? Why am I not sort of having contractions? And you know, why have I not given birth yet? And it feels like everyone else in the world is having their baby on time or early, and that I'm the only one who can't. And you know, I just feel a bit like my body's failing me a little bit, and I know that's really stupid, and loads of people go overdue and things, but I've had now 5 sweeps, yes, 5, and they are trying everything to get this baby out, but it's just, I just feel like I just don't start having contractions, and I don't know whether I just don't have the hormone that I need or what it is. In my family we all tend to have extremely long pregnancies, so we sort of now just think maybe we don't have whatever hormone is needed to kickstart contractions in labour, because all of us, my sister was induced, my mum was induced with both me and my sister, so we either have very long pregnancies or we just maybe wouldn't naturally go into labour, I don't know. But yeah, I have felt a bit frustrated with my own body. I mean, this time compared to last time when I went 16 days overdue, things have happened a little bit more this time. I've had a little bit, like, I've had more Braxton Hicks, and I am now dilated 2 to 3 centimetres, whereas in my first pregnancy I literally wasn't dilated at all until they induced me. And apparently my cervix, sorry if this is too much information, but apparently it's central and it's only about 1 centimetre thick, and it was 2 centimetres, so it's softening, and the baby's apparently really far down, so there's some really good signs, but I'm just not going into labour. I had another sweep today, and my 5th one, yes, and yeah, unfortunately there hadn't really been much progression since last Friday when I had the last one. But I have been having a few sort of cramps since, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up, because I've had a couple of nights in the last couple of weeks where I've woken my husband up thinking, going, I think it might be here, I might be in labour, and then I've fallen back to sleep where everything's just calmed down. And the worst night was actually a couple of nights ago, because my dad flew over from Northern Ireland to surprise me here in Kent, thinking that the baby was going to be born and that he would get to see her. And then he had to fly back. He was only here for a couple of days. He flew back yesterday, and it meant I knew then he wasn't going to meet his new granddaughter, so I really had hoped and prayed that I was going to go into labour the night that he arrived. I was like, please, because I really want him to meet her. I mean, he will of course meet her at some stage down the line, but he'll not probably be able to fly over for a while longer, and so I'm really gutted about that. And I just didn't sleep. I woke up at about 1:30 in the morning and just tossed and turned and just gave up sleeping in the end. So there have been times when I felt really like, oh, and a bit down, but you know, I've just got to be patient. There are other days like today when I'm just more accepting that, you know, something I'll probably be induced hopefully in a few days time. I wanted to avoid induction, but I just don't think there'll be any option, so I think I'll have to be induced probably on Saturday, but I've got to meet the consultant to discuss all that. But yeah, hopefully I will have a baby at some stage in the next sort of 4 or 5 days. Now fingers crossed, and I really hope that my next update will be with the baby. And if you're overdue and are feeling my pain and have any tips for how to handle it, or you know, how are you feeling or how are you doing, please let me know. And yeah, as I say, next update, fingers crossed, I will have a baby. So this is now the bump. As you can see, it's dropped. She's apparently very low, but yeah, it's big. My husband earlier was like, oh my word, yeah, that has got so big. But yeah, that's to be expected.